Hello. In this video, I am going to talk about four groups of words that are a lot of times mixed up. And these words are its, are, to, and there. The first pair of words that I have is its, it apostrophe s and its. It apostrophe s means it is. It's a contraction, which means that it is two words that are put together into a shortened form, which is one word, and it has an apostrophe. If you use it is, if you can use it is and it makes sense in the sentence, the it's you should be using is the one that has the apostrophe. The other it's, which does not have an apostrophe, is a possessive pronoun. That means that this is talking about something that belongs to something else. Let me show you some examples. It's cloudy today. Here we could say it is cloudy today, and that would mean the same thing. Her dog is funny. It's small and cute, too. Here we could also use it is. What is the present? It's a new shirt. Here we could also use it is, so we are using it apostrophe s. Then we have the dog wagged its tail. Here the tail belongs to the dog, so we are using the possessive pronoun its without the apostrophe. Then we have the house is large, but its rooms are small. The rooms belong to the house, so we are using the possessive pronoun its without the apostrophe. And finally, we have the book is old. Its language is difficult to understand. The language belongs to the book. So here we are using the possessive pronoun. Here are some practice problems for you to try. Pause this video and write down or think of the answers to these problems, then press play to check your answers. Here are the answers to the problems. Next, we have are. OUR is again a possessive pronoun, and this time it doesn't belong to it. The thing we're talking about belongs to us now, or we. Then we have ARE, which is a state of being verb. A state of being verb tells us how something is, the way something is. Some state of being verbs are am, is, was, were, are, and be. Here are some examples of how to use those words. Our house is large. Here we're talking about a house that belongs to us. Where are our friends? Here we're talking about friends that belong to us. And you notice here that I also have included ARE in the sentence. I'm going to show you how to use that in just a moment. And then we have they want our support. The support belongs to us, so it's our support. Then we have they are going to the park in the afternoon. Here we're talking about a state of being, or sometimes we use things like am going, I am going, she is going, they are going. And when we do that, we need the verb are, A-R-E. And then we are tired. We all are tired. Here we're talking about how we are. And that is the verb ARE. And then those countries are far away. We're talking about the countries, they're far away. Here are some practice problems for you to try. Pause this video and think of or write down the answers, then press play to check your answers. Here are the correct answers. Next, we have to. TOO means also or very. If you can put also or very into the sentence, that means that you should be using TOO. I know that to doesn't exactly mean very, because to means very, like very too much, that it's bad. So, but to means very, but just too much, right? And then we have TO, and that means that is a word that goes before verbs a lot of the times, or sometimes it tells direction, where we're going or who or what we're doing something to. Here are some examples of how to use these two words. We have she teaches too quickly. We're saying that she teaches so fast, very fast. She teaches very quickly. We can say she teaches very quickly. She teaches so quickly that it's not good. I want to go too. Here, too means also. I want to go also. And we have he makes too many excuses. That means that he makes so many excuses that it's not good. And we have will she go to the market today? Here we're talking about direction or where she's going to go, the market. And we have to do our homework. Here too is before a verb, and that verb is do. We have to do our homework. And then we have they weren't nice to me. Here too is talking about who something is being done to. They weren't nice to me. Here are some practice problems for you to try. Pause this video and then press play when you're ready. Here are the correct answers. Now we have the word there. THERE is talking about a place. Sometimes we may also use there is or there are to talk about something. And in that case, we're not really talking about a place, but we're saying that something is there, something exists, or something happened. And then we have THEIR, which is again a possessive pronoun. Here we're referring to or talking about things that belong to they or them. And then we have there, THEY', and that means they are. If you can put they are into the sentence and it makes sense, you should be using THEY'. Here are some examples of how to use those three words that are often confused. There are trees in the forest. Here we're using there is or there are to talk about something that's there, that exists. Can you go over there with me? Here we're talking about an actual place. We're not really saying in the sentence where that is, but if I said this to you, we would know what we're talking about. We would know which place we're talking about. But we can also say a store is there by the post office. It's in that place by the post office. And we have their rooms are small. That means that those people's, the rooms that belong to them are small. Let's help them find their books. Here we're talking about books that belong to them again. And we have they just got into their cars and drove away. Here the cars belong to them again. They're lost in the woods. Here what we're saying is they are lost in the woods. And we have do the practice problems. They're helpful to your learning. And here we have they are helpful to your learning. We're talking about the practice problems. That's what they is. And finally, we have they're not coming with me today. That tells us they are not coming with me today. Here are some practice problems for you to try. Pause this video and press play when you're ready. Here are the answers to the practice problems. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you learned something. Bye.